Talking about yourself in English is an important skill that can help you in many areas of your life. Whether you are meeting new people, applying for a job, or making friends, being able to talk about yourself clearly and confidently in English is very helpful. However, many people feel nervous when someone asks, "Can you tell me about yourself?" This is completely normal, especially when you're still learning English. But the good news is that you don't need to worry about it. Talking about yourself is one of the easiest ways to practice speaking English, and it can help you feel more confident in conversations. When we talk about ourselves, we are sharing our story with others. This is something personal, and everyone has a unique story to tell. It is important to remember that speaking English, or any language, is not just about getting every word correct. It's about communicating and connecting with others. If you make a mistake, that's okay. It's part of the learning process. The more you speak, the better you will get. So instead of focusing on making everything perfect, focus on sharing your story in a way that is simple and clear. Why is talking about yourself important? First, it helps you build connections with other people. When you talk about yourself, you open the door for the other person to ask questions, which leads to more conversation. Imagine you meet someone new, and they ask, "Where are you from?" or "What do you do?" If you can answer these questions easily, it shows that you are comfortable with speaking and can make the conversation flow naturally. Talking about yourself also helps you practice key English skills. You practice using simple sentences, which helps you speak more clearly. You also get to practice using new vocabulary that is specific to your life, such as words for your family, hobbies, or job. These are words you can use in many different situations. So, not only does talking about yourself make you feel more confident in conversations, but it also helps you expand your vocabulary. Another reason why talking about yourself is important is that it allows you to express your personality. By sharing personal details, such as what you like to do in your free time or what your goals are, you are showing who you are. This helps the person you are talking to understand you better. For example, if you tell someone about your favorite hobbies or things you are passionate about, they might have similar interests, which can lead to a deeper conversation. It can also make the conversation more enjoyable for both of you. But how can you make talking about yourself easier? One of the best ways is to practice. Think about the key details you want to share when someone asks about you. Start with your name, where you are from, and what you do. These are the basics. After that, you can talk about your family, your hobbies, and your dreams. It doesn't have to be a long story. Just focus on the main points, and remember to speak slowly and clearly. You don't have to rush. Take your time and enjoy sharing your story. If you feel nervous about talking about yourself in English, that's okay. It happens to everyone. The important thing is to keep practicing. You can practice by talking to yourself in English. For example, you can talk about your day, your plans, or your feelings. This will help you become more comfortable with speaking and help you think in English. You can also try practicing with a friend or teacher. This gives you a chance to hear feedback and improve. It's also helpful to listen to others when they talk about themselves. By listening, you learn how to structure your sentences, how to introduce yourself, and how to ask questions. It's a great way to pick up new phrases and learn how to use them in your own conversations. So, don't just focus on speaking. Pay attention to how others speak and try to learn from them. Talking about yourself is a great way to practice your English and build your confidence. The more you do it, the easier it will become. Start small, share simple details, and gradually add more to your story. Remember that mistakes are okay and part of the learning process. Each time you speak, you get one step closer to becoming more confident and fluent in English. So take a deep breath, speak from the heart, and don't be afraid to share your story. In the end, talking about yourself in English is a powerful tool for learning the language and connecting with others. It's a skill you can use every day in many different situations. Whether you are meeting new people, making friends, or advancing your career, being able to talk about yourself confidently in English will help you go a long way. Keep practicing, stay positive, and enjoy the journey of learning and growing in English. When learning a new language, one of the first things you need to be able to do is talk about yourself. This is an essential skill because it helps you introduce yourself and connect with others in both personal and professional settings. Talking about yourself in English can be easy and fun once you know what to say. In this chapter, we will focus on how to introduce yourself in a simple, clear, and natural way. The first thing people will often ask when they meet you is your name. It's important to start by telling them who you are. Saying your name is one of the easiest ways to begin a conversation. For example, you can say, "Hi, my name is your name." It's simple, direct, and to the point. Don't worry if you have a long name or if it's difficult for others to pronounce. You can always help them by saying, "You can call me a shortened version of your name." This makes it easier for both you and the person you're talking to. Next, you can talk about where you're from. This is another common question that people ask when they want to get to know you better. Sharing where you come from helps others understand a little bit about your background. You can say, "I'm from city, country." If you feel comfortable, you can also share a little bit more about your hometown or country. For example, "I'm from Paris, which is a beautiful city in France," or "I come from a small town in Brazil. It's very quiet and peaceful there." Talking about where you are from can help people understand more about your culture and the place that shaped you. It can also lead to more questions and deeper conversations. For instance, someone might ask, "What is your city famous for?" Or "What do you like most about your hometown?" These questions give you an opportunity to share more about yourself and your life, making the conversation more interesting. After sharing your name and where you're from, the next thing people might ask is what you do. This could mean your job, your studies, or any other activity that takes up a lot of your time. You can keep it simple by saying, "I work as your job." For example, "I work as a teacher," or "I work in a bank." If you're a student, you can say, "I'm a student, I study subject." If you have a job or a profession, you can share a little more about it, depending on how much you want to say. For example, "I'm a software developer, and I design apps for mobile phones," or "I'm a nurse, and I work at a hospital helping patients." Sharing what you do gives others a better understanding of your daily life and what you are passionate about. You don't need to talk too much about your job, just enough to give the person an idea of what you do. It's always a good idea to explain what you enjoy about your work. For example, "I love working with people and helping them solve problems," or "I really enjoy teaching because it makes me feel like I'm making a difference in people's lives." Besides your job, another great thing to talk about is your hobbies or personal interests. Hobbies are an important part of who we are, and sharing them can help others connect with you. You can talk about what you like to do in your free time, such as, "I love reading books, especially mystery novels," or "I enjoy playing football with my friends on weekends." If you enjoy painting, you can say, "In my free time, I like to paint." It helps me relax. Talking about your hobbies gives others a chance to see what you enjoy and might lead to common interests. If you both like the same sport or activity, you can talk more about it and share experiences. Hobbies are a great way to bond with others and make the conversation flow naturally. Finally, don't forget to mention your dreams and goals. This doesn't have to be complicated. You can simply share what you hope to achieve in the future, like, "One of my goals is to travel around the world," or "I hope to become a doctor and help people with their health." Sharing your dreams can inspire others and make them interested in hearing more about your journey. Talking about yourself in English is a great way to start a conversation and practice your language skills. It's important to remember that you don't have to know everything or speak perfectly. The goal is to express yourself clearly and comfortably. Practice is key, and the more you speak, the easier it will become. In the beginning, you might feel nervous or unsure of what to say. That's okay, it's completely normal when learning a new language. The important thing is to practice regularly and be patient with yourself. With time, you'll become more confident in talking about yourself and feel more comfortable speaking English. In summary, when introducing yourself in English, start with your name, where you're from, what you do, and what you enjoy. These are the basics, and they will help you start conversations with others. Remember to speak clearly, take your time, and enjoy the process. The more you practice, the more confident you will become. Keep practicing, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Each time you speak, you are getting close to becoming fluent in English. When we talk about ourselves, it's important to mention our family and where we come from. Our family plays a big role in shaping who we are. The values, lessons, and experiences we learn from our family stay with us for a lifetime. Talking about your family and background gives others a better understanding of your story and helps them connect with you on a deeper level. In this chapter, we will look at how to talk about your family and your background in a simple and clear way. First, let's start with your family. Talking about your family is a great way to share more about yourself. You can talk about your parents, siblings, or anyone else who is important in your life. If you have brothers or sisters, you can say, "I have one brother and two sisters." You can also mention what they do or what they enjoy, such as, "My brother is a doctor, and my sisters are both students." This helps the person you're speaking with understand a little more about your family and what they do. If you live with your family, you can say something like, "I live with my parents in a small house in the countryside." If you don't live with them anymore, you can mention where they live, such as, "My parents live in another city, but I visit them often." Sharing this information shows the connection you have with your family and the importance they hold in your life. When talking about family, it's also nice to share any special memories you have. Maybe there's something you enjoyed doing with your family when you were younger, such as, "When I was a child, I loved going to the park with my family every weekend." Or you could talk about your family traditions, like, "Every year, my family celebrates New Year together. We cook special food and spend time with each other." These details help others understand your family life and the things that are important to you. Your background is another important part of your story. Where you grew up and the environment you were raised in can tell others a lot about you. If you grew up in a small town, you can say, "I grew up in a small town in the mountains. It was a quiet and peaceful place." Or if you come from a busy city, you can say, "I grew up in a big city with lots of people and tall buildings." Sharing where you grew up helps others understand your experiences and how they shaped you. You can also talk about the things you learned from your family and background. Maybe your parents taught you important values, like the value of hard work, kindness, or respect. For example, you could say, "My parents always taught me to be respectful and kind to others. They showed me the importance of helping people whenever I can." Or you could say, "Growing up in a small town, I learned the value of community. Everyone knew each other, and we always helped each other out." Talking about your family and background also gives you a chance to share your traditions, culture, and beliefs. If you come from a certain cultural background, you can mention it and explain some of the traditions you practice. For instance, in my culture, we celebrate family gatherings during holidays. It's a time to show love and appreciation for each other. These traditions are an important part of who you are, and sharing them can make your story more interesting. When sharing your family and background, it's important to speak from the heart. You don't need to go into too much detail, but it's nice to share the things that are meaningful to you. It's also okay to talk about challenges or struggles you may have faced growing up. For example, when I was younger, we didn't have much, but my parents worked hard to give us everything we needed. It taught me to appreciate the little things in life. Talking about challenges can make your story more relatable, and others may connect with your experiences. In addition to talking about your family and background, you can also mention where you are now in your life. If you live in a different place or have moved far from home, you can share that too. For example, I moved to the city for work, but I still stay close to my family. I visit them whenever I can. This shows how your family and background are still a part of who you are, even if you live in a different place now. Your family and background are important parts of your identity. When you talk about them, you are sharing pieces of your life and the experiences that have helped shape you. It's also a way to show others what you value and what is important to you. Whether you come from a big family or a small family, a city or a village, your story is unique and worth sharing. Remember, it's not just about the facts you share, but about the feelings and experiences that make your story your own. In conclusion, talking about your family and background is an important part of getting to know someone. It helps others understand where you come from and what shapes your personality and values. Whether you share happy memories, cultural traditions, or challenges you've faced, your family and background are key to who you are. So, the next time someone asks about your family or background, don't hesitate to share. Your story matters, and it's something others will appreciate and connect with. Chapter 3: Sharing Personal Goals and Dreams. Talking about your goals and dreams is a great way to share what is important to you and what you want to achieve in the future. When you tell someone about your goals, you are not only sharing your plans, but also your passion and your hopes for the future. Sharing your dreams helps others understand what drives you and what makes you excited about life. In this chapter, we will talk about how to express your personal goals and dreams in simple, clear, and easy to understand English. Your goals are the things you want to achieve in life. They can be small or big, but they all help guide you toward becoming the person you want to be. For example, you might have a goal to learn a new skill, such as speaking English more fluently, or you might have a bigger goal, like becoming a doctor or starting your own business. No matter what your goal is, it is important to talk about it because it helps you stay focused and motivated. When talking about your goals, it's good to start by saying what your goal is in a simple sentence. For example, you could say, "My goal is to learn English fluently," or "I want to become a teacher in the future." These sentences tell others exactly what you want to achieve. You can also add more details to explain why this goal is important to you. For instance, "I want to learn English fluently because I love traveling and want to communicate with people from different countries," or "I want to become a teacher because I enjoy helping others learn." Sharing your goals can inspire others to think about their own goals. It can also help create a deeper connection between you and the person you are talking to. They might have similar goals or might be able to offer advice or support. For example, if you say, "I want to become a doctor," the other person might share their own experience of studying medicine or give you helpful tips. Dreams are similar to goals, but they are often bigger and can feel more distant or difficult to achieve. Your dreams are the things that you hope for, and they can give you the motivation to work hard and never give up. Dreams can be anything from traveling the world to writing a book, or even changing the world in some way. Dreams are what keep us going when times get tough, and they remind us of what we truly want in life. When talking about your dreams, it's important to speak with passion and excitement. Dreams are personal, and they reflect what you care about the most. You can say, "My dream is to travel to all the continents," or "I dream of opening my own restaurant one day." These sentences express what excites you and what you wish to achieve in the long term. You can also share why these dreams are meaningful to you. For example, "I dream of traveling to all the continents because I want to experience different cultures and meet new people," or "I dream of opening a restaurant because I love cooking and want to share my food with others." Sharing your dreams can also help others understand your values and what you care about. If someone shares the same dream or has similar interests, it can create a bond between you. For instance, if you both dream of traveling the world, you might have a conversation about the places you want to visit and what you hope to see. Talking about your dreams can also encourage you to take action and work harder toward them. Talking about both your goals and dreams can help you stay motivated. When you say your goals out loud, it can make them feel more real. It reminds you that they are something you are working toward. It also helps others understand what you are trying to achieve, which can make you feel more accountable. For example, if you say, "I am working hard to improve my English every day," it encourages you to keep practicing and stay focused on that goal. It's also important to remember that not all goals and dreams are achieved overnight. Sometimes it takes time, patience, and hard work to reach them. It's okay to take small steps toward your goals. Each little achievement brings you closer to the bigger picture. For example, if your goal is to speak English fluently, you might start by learning a few new words each day. Over time, these small steps add up and help you make progress. The key is to stay consistent and keep moving forward. Sharing your goals and dreams also helps you reflect on what is most important to you. It allows you to think about your values and what you want to do with your life. By talking about your goals, You are not only sharing your dreams with others, but also reminding yourself why these goals matter. It's a good way to stay focused on what you want to achieve and to keep working towards your dreams. In conclusion, sharing your personal goals and dreams in English is a powerful way to express who you are and what you want to achieve. By talking about your goals, you are helping others understand what motivates you and what you are passionate about. Dreams, even though they may seem far away, give you the hope and motivation to keep working hard. Whether your goal is to learn a new skill or to change the world, it's important to talk about it with others. Doing so will inspire you, keep you focused, and help you move closer to achieving your dreams. So don't be afraid to talk about your goals and dreams. They are a big part of who you are, and sharing them with others is a great way to keep growing and moving forward. Chapter 4: Emotional and Personality Insights. When we talk about ourselves, it is important to share not only the things we do or the goals we have, but also who we are as a person. This includes talking about our emotions and personality traits. Understanding our emotions and how we behave in different situations helps others see what makes us unique. It also helps us communicate better and build stronger connections with the people around us. Your personality is a big part of who you are. It's how you think, feel, and behave. Everyone has different personality traits, and these traits can help define how we react to the world around us. Some people are outgoing and love to be the center of attention, while others are more introverted and enjoy quieter, more peaceful environments. There is no right or wrong personality, it's just what makes us different from each other. If you are someone who is calm and patient, you might say, "I am a calm person, and I try not to get upset easily." You can also mention how these traits affect your daily life. For example, "I like to take my time with things. I don't rush because I believe that staying calm helps me do things better." These simple sentences explain part of your personality and show that you have control over your emotions. It also tells people that you prefer peace and calmness in your life. Being calm can help you in many situations, especially when things are stressful. For example, in your job or in personal relationships, staying calm allows you to think clearly and make better decisions. If you are faced with a problem, being patient can help you find the solution without rushing into things. You might also mention that being patient helps you listen to others more carefully. This shows that you care about their opinions and want to understand their feelings. On the other hand, some people are more energetic and lively. If you are someone who enjoys socializing and being around others, you can say, "I enjoy meeting new people and talking to them. I am a friendly person and love making new friends." This gives people an idea of your social side. You can also explain how you like to spend your time. For example, "I like going out to events or gatherings with friends." It's a great way to relax and have fun. By sharing these details, you show that you enjoy social interactions and are open to new experiences. Our emotions also play a big role in shaping our personality. Emotions are the feelings we experience every day, such as happiness, sadness, excitement, or anger. Being in touch with our emotions allows us to understand ourselves better and helps us handle difficult situations. For example, when you feel stressed or upset, you can say, "Sometimes, I get nervous before big events or presentations. But I try to stay calm and focus on the task ahead." This shows that you understand your emotions and have learned how to manage them in a positive way. If you are someone who feels emotions deeply, you can share that too. "I feel things very strongly, whether it's happiness or sadness. I am very sensitive to the feelings of others and always try to help them when they are feeling down." Sharing this side of yourself helps others see that you care about how people feel and that you are empathetic toward them. It also shows that you value emotional connections with others and that you take the time to listen and understand them. Talking about your emotions also means recognizing when you feel happy or excited. For example, you can say, "When I achieve something important, I feel really proud of myself. It makes me happy to see my hard work pay off." This not only shows your emotional side, but also demonstrates that you appreciate your successes, no matter how big or small. It's important to celebrate these moments because they help build your confidence and motivation. Everyone also has times when they feel sad. frustrated, or upset. These feelings are normal and part of life. If you feel comfortable, you can talk about how you deal with these emotions. For example, when I'm feeling sad, I like to spend some time alone to think and reflect. I find that talking to a friend or taking a walk helps me feel better. Sharing how you manage difficult emotions shows that you are self-aware and know how to cope with challenges. It also helps others understand how you handle difficult situations and may encourage them to open up about their own feelings. Your personality and emotions are closely connected. How you feel affects how you behave, and how you behave can influence how others perceive you. For example, if you are a positive and optimistic person, you can say, "I always try to stay positive, even when things are tough. I believe that staying hopeful helps me move forward." This shows that you are an optimistic person who faces challenges with a good attitude. Being kind and caring is another important aspect of your personality. If you enjoy helping others, you might say, "I love to help people when they need it. It makes me feel happy when I can make someone else's day better." This shows that you are a compassionate person who values kindness and helping others. It also highlights that you feel a sense of satisfaction when you are able to make a difference in someone's life. In conclusion, talking about your emotions and personality helps others understand who you are and how you think. Whether you are calm and patient or energetic and outgoing, your personality is an important part of what makes you unique. By sharing how you feel and how you manage your emotions, you show others that you are self-aware and open about your feelings. Remember, it's okay to feel a variety of emotions, and it's important to be true to yourself. So, next time someone asks you about your personality or how you feel, share it with them. Your emotions and personality are a beautiful part of who you are, and sharing them helps you connect with others in a meaningful way. Chapter 5: Practical Tips and Activities to Boost Confidence. One of the most important things when learning English, or any language, is feeling confident. Confidence helps you speak more clearly, understand others better, and enjoy the process of learning. However, it's normal to feel nervous, especially when you are starting out. In this chapter, we will look at practical tips and activities that can help you build your confidence in speaking English. These simple steps will make you feel more comfortable and capable of using English in everyday situations. One of the best ways to boost your confidence is to talk to yourself. It may sound strange, but it works. Talking to yourself in English is a great way to practice speaking without any pressure. You can start by talking about your day, your plans, or your feelings. For example, today I went to the park. It was very sunny, and I saw many people walking their dogs. You don't need anyone else to practice with, and you can say whatever you want. This helps you become more comfortable with using English and makes it easier to speak when you are with other people. Another great way to practice is by speaking in front of a mirror. Stand in front of a mirror, look at yourself, and talk about anything you like. You can describe your day, talk about your favorite hobbies, or share a story. Speaking in front of the mirror lets you see how you look when you speak. It helps you notice any areas where you may need improvement, such as your facial expressions or the way you form words. This activity also helps you practice speaking without feeling nervous because no one else is listening. Over time, you will feel more comfortable speaking aloud. In addition to talking to yourself, you can record your voice and listen to it. This might feel a little uncomfortable at first, but it is very helpful when you listen to your voice. You can hear if you are speaking clearly or if there are any words that you need to improve. You can record yourself talking about a topic you enjoy, like your favorite movie or a trip you took, and then listen to it. This allows you to identify the areas where you need more practice and helps you track your progress over time. Another activity that can help build your confidence is finding a conversation partner. If possible, find someone who is also learning English or a native English speaker who can help you practice. You don't need to have long conversations at first, just start with short talks. You can talk about simple topics like your hobbies, your family, or your daily routine. Practicing with a conversation partner helps you get used to speaking and listening to real English. It also gives you a chance to learn new words and phrases that you might not have heard before. If you don't have someone to practice with in person, you can try online language exchange platforms. Many websites and apps offer the opportunity to chat with people from all over the world who are also learning English or are native speakers. This is a great way to practice speaking with others, and you can do it from the comfort of your own home. It's a chance to have conversations, ask questions, and learn from others, which helps you feel more confident in your English speaking abilities. Another helpful activity is reading out loud. When you read in English, try to read the text out loud. This helps you practice your pronunciation and intonation, which is very important for speaking clearly. You can start with simple text, like children's books or short articles, and then gradually move on to more complex material as you improve. Reading out loud helps you get used to the rhythm and flow of English, and it will make you feel more confident when speaking. It's also helpful to listen to English every day. The more you listen to English, the better you will understand how it sounds and how words are used in real-life situations. You can listen to English songs, podcasts, or watch English videos and TV shows. Try to listen carefully and repeat the sentences you hear. This will help improve your listening skills and give you a better understanding of how to pronounce words correctly. Listening to English will also teach you new vocabulary and expressions, making it easier to use them in conversations. To build your confidence, it is important to set small goals for yourself. Instead of thinking about speaking perfect English, start with small steps. For example, set a goal to learn 5 new words every day, or practice speaking for 10 minutes each day. When you reach these small goals, you will feel proud of yourself, and this will motivate you to keep going. Small goals add up, and over time, you will see significant improvement. Lastly, remember that mistakes are okay. It's normal to make mistakes when you are learning a new language, and making mistakes is part of the learning process. Don't let mistakes make you feel discouraged. Instead, view them as opportunities to learn and grow. When you make a mistake, think about how you can improve next time, and keep practicing. With time, your mistakes will become less frequent, and you will feel more confident speaking English. In conclusion, building confidence in speaking English takes time and practice, but there are many simple activities that can help you get there. Talking to yourself, recording your voice, practicing with a partner, reading out loud, listening to English every day, and setting small goals are all effective ways to improve your skills and boost your confidence. Remember, the key is to practice regularly and be patient with yourself. Confidence comes with time, and each time you speak, you are getting better and better. Keep practicing, stay positive, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. You can do it. Learning English is a journey that takes time, patience, and effort. It's not something that happens overnight, and sometimes it can feel difficult. But it's important to remember that every step you take brings you closer to your goal. The more you practice, the better you will become, and the more confident you will feel when speaking English. It's all about progress, not perfection. This journey might feel long at times, but every small effort you put in counts. One of the most important things to remember is to keep practicing. Practice is the key to improvement. The more you practice, the more you will strengthen your skills. Whether it's reading, listening, speaking, or writing, every time you practice, you are getting better. Even if you make mistakes along the way, it's okay. Mistakes are part of learning, and each one helps you grow. Don't be afraid to make them. Instead, focus on what you can learn from them and use them to improve next time. The key is to keep going, even if it feels hard at times. Every practice session, no matter how small, is a step forward. Another important point is to stay inspired. Learning a new language can be challenging, but it's also exciting. Think about why you started learning English in the first place. Maybe it's to travel, to find a better job, or to connect with people from different cultures, whatever your reason. Keep that in mind and use it to stay motivated. When things feel tough, remind yourself of your goals and dreams. This can help you stay focused and inspired, even when progress seems slow. It's also helpful to set small, achievable goals. These goals don't have to be big. It could be learning 5 new words each day, having a short conversation in English, or watching a movie in English without subtitles. Each time you achieve one of these small goals, you will feel proud of yourself. These small wins help build your confidence and show you that you are making progress. When you set goals and reach them, you can see how much you've grown, and this can motivate you to keep going. Along the way, it's important to celebrate your successes, no matter how small. Take a moment to be proud of yourself when you reach a goal, even if it's something small like understanding a new English phrase or having a short conversation with a friend. These little achievements are important and show that you are making progress. Celebrate them and use that positive energy to keep going. Don't forget that learning English is also about enjoying the process. If you enjoy what you are doing, it will feel less like work and more like a fun activity. Find ways to make learning English enjoyable for you. Watch movies or TV shows in English, listen to music, read books, or talk to your friends in English. Doing things you enjoy while learning will make the process easier and more fun. The more fun you have, the more you will want to keep learning and practicing. Another way to stay inspired is to surround yourself with English. The more you listen, read, and speak in English, the more natural it will feel. Try to use English in your daily life as much as possible. For example, you can change your phone's language settings to English. Listen to English podcasts while commuting, or try to speak to others in English when you can. The more you use English, the more confident you will feel using it in real-life situations. You should also connect with others who are learning English. Being around people who are on the same journey as you can provide encouragement and motivation. You can practice together, share tips, and support each other when things get tough. Joining language exchange groups or online communities can be a great way to meet people who are also learning English and who can help you stay inspired. Finally, always remind yourself that you can do it. Learning English is not easy, and it takes time. But every time you practice, every mistake you make, and every new word you learn brings you one step closer to your goal. Stay patient and trust the process. Keep practicing, stay inspired, and never give up on your dreams. Your hard work will pay off, and one day, you will be able to speak English with confidence. Keep moving forward, stay positive, and remember that every effort you make is a step towards success. In conclusion, the key to learning English is to keep practicing, stay inspired, and enjoy the journey. The more you practice, the better you will become. Set small goals, celebrate your successes, and always remind yourself of your dreams and the reasons why you started learning English. Surround yourself with English, connect with others, and never give up. You are on the right path, and with each step, you will get closer to achieving your goals. Keep going, and soon you will see how much progress you've made.